Yay Media Group.
Turn off the thing.
Yeah, they're going to air this. Well, I hope they do, actually.
No. Hey guys, episode 221. I just asked Jeff before we started. I was like, you want to slurp your drink before the mean person that always comments? Jeff will do the honors. You didn't do it as big as the last one.
Well, it's a hot coffee. I just made a coffee. Get me fired up.
I don't like those coffees.
Why not?
I don't know. I used to. I try to make them here at home, and I just don't like them.
I love it. I take like what are these, Nespressos?
Yeah.
But coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I take like a sugar-free pumpkin, one scoop, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, I can't. I just don't like it. Maybe it's because I like seeing my Starbucks lady.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you just like paying $8 for a cup of coffee.
I just saw her. No, I've been cutting it back. I don't go as much. I've been cutting it back because I felt like the scale wasn't really budging with the coffee. Even if I was
What are you getting there? Even
if I was doing like a black coffee, like a lot of times I do like decaf coffee with cream, or I would do a skinny vanilla latte. That's my other one, or like non-fat lattes or something. I do like lattes, but I always get it like non-fat. And I don't know. I was like, okay, the scale's not really budging. Maybe we need to cut out coffee. And I did a couple times do just black coffee, but I just don't like the aftertaste.
I don't like Starbucks coffee. Like, because I drink it black.
I don't like their Pike's Peak coffee. That's their drip coffee. I don't like it either.
Plus, I don't like the oversaturation of the whole Starbucks issue. Yeah. And you know me, I just go against everything that the world does.
The other day I pulled up, it was after drop off, and a lot of times I see other moms in line that were at school and they go straight to Starbucks, and they were backed up like to where you enter in the Starbucks. So I was like, holy cow, everybody wants Starbucks today. I need to own a Starbucks.
And a yoga pants company. Although you wear yoga pants. Huh?
I do. What are you talking about? I wear my Amazon ones.
Oh, that's better.
No, it's so, it just depends on like the brand. I'm not even joking. Like I need the thick kind. I don't like the thin type because I'm too thick for thin type, because the thin types like show your cellulite and it just doesn't look flattering on my body type. Now, if you're super skinny, it looks amazing. I need the thick type. And then with the band, I need a thick band because of my belly, and I need it to suck me in. And I swear, I worked with them. This was back in like 2018, I think, when Leighton was a baby. And I haven't been in the store in forever because we just moved away. We used to live down over by Cherry Creek, and I used to go in the Fabletics store all the time. Their pants, I swear to this day, it's this Amazon pair that I always wear that I rotate. And if y'all listen to this podcast and watch the videos, you know it's either my green yoga pants, my blue yoga pants, red ones, or black ones. And those are the Amazon ones. And those are on rotation every day of the week. Okay. Or it's this one that I have right now underneath here. My neighbor, Julie, got me buying these, and they're from Amazon. And I have those on rotation too that I wear underneath my sweatshirts. But it's, if not Amazon, Fabletics, if you have a butt and thick thighs, their yoga pants, the Power Hold. This is an ad, by the way. They're Power Hold pants. And still, I have those from 2018 with Leighton, like when I worked with them and they sent me some stuff, and I still to this day wear it.
Wow.
I'm very passionate about it.
I wish.
And they have cute stuff, but I haven't been in a while, so I don't know. But like, again, I've talked about this before, like Lululemon, it just doesn't look great on my body type. Other people love it. That's great. But I have to, once I find something that fits me, then I'm like obsessed. Then I always get it. Like, I go in this girl, I actually was there today, Brooke's Basement, and she has like a whole boutique down there. And I think it's so clever because she doesn't have a store, and I just go down in her basement and I love her jeans. And she's got these jeans that stretch and they fit me. And I think I have 10 pairs of jeans that I have bought from her because they look good.
Good. Well, you got to find what you like.
I know. I tried do you consider emceeing? Are you hosting like this thing on Friday? And I needed an outfit. So that's why I went down to Brooke's basement today. Cause I'm like, oh, I need to try to find something to wear. And every single time I'm like, oh, I'm going to try to wear something cuter. I always end up just going to black.
Did you find something?
I didn't.
Oh, what are you going to wear?
I don't know.
Let the stress continue.
I
Don't
think
you wish
so. I wish I had an awesome body and I just fit in everything.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
You know, working for UPS or wherever you wear a uniform, that's not a bad gig.
Oh, because you don't have to buy clothes.
Yeah. I wish I just had a uniform and I could just wear a uniform every day. Because then you don't have to think about it.
Your clothes, yeah.
Yeah, not like I really do, but.
You do like blue, black, gray.
Yeah, and I wear like, what is it called? Monochromatic?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just wear the same thing. Like I could get 100 white t-shirts from Built or different colors since we're just giving out stuff that we wear for no reason. But Built is what I wear all the time. A lot of people ask me, and I just wear Built t-shirts.
In the comments the other day, are you wearing those shoes?
Maybe. These are my podcast shoes, but sometimes.
But somebody noticed some different shoes. Were you wearing different shoes the other day?
If I was just running in from like
somebody wanted to know where you got your shoes from, but I didn't know.
Oh, I wonder which ones they were.
Well, normally you wear On Cloud shoes, but
these are my podcast shoes.
What are your other ones that you were wearing like last episode or maybe the episode before and they did look white?
They're just all white?
Every shoe I see that you have is all white. Jeff will say, if I show him something I bought, he'll be like, oh, that's a very Jordan outfit or very Jordan shirt. And then he'll be like, oh, I have these new shoes. Do you like? I'm like, that they look like all the 100 pair of white shoes that you have. It's like the same.
If I do care about something, it's shoes.
You do.
Like I really, and then once you wear them a little bit, it's nothing like when you put on a brand new pair of shoes, watch out. I
got my next door neighbor Mark's shoes. They were delivered, but I had ordered some shoes too. And I was like, yes, my shoes came in. And then I saw the name. I was like, wait, I got Mark's package. So the other day he was outside. I go, are those the new shoes that were delivered at our door? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, aren't they nice?
Yeah, because new shoes are awesome.
It makes you feel good. It makes you feel, no matter what you're wearing, it just makes your outfit feel better.
Yeah. And you know what else that like when people don't see, like when I go on vacation or something, you get new underwear or you get like a new set of V-neck t-shirts and they're brand new. Something about like brand new. It's like you feel like better. You feel like a better person.
I saw something on Instagram. It said people who, which I don't do this, but it said people who buy something new once a week are the happier people.
Oh, I wish. Like but
I was wondering, it doesn't have to be something super expensive. It could just be like a tank top and you're like, oh.
Like what if you were just rich and you shouldn't waste, but whatever. And like you just got 365 pair of underwear and then you just wear one, trash, brand new underwear
Before
every day.
You said, at first when you just said 365, I was like, why do you need that many? But then you finished what you were saying.
Yeah.
Speaking, I need new underwear.
I'll vouch. Speaking of 365, make it 1,295.
I used to
since
love
Jordan's got new underwear.
Wearing pink, Victoria's Secret. Remember when pink was so popular, that side? And I love their underwear, but I just hate going to the mall now. And I was talking to a friend the other day who used to work at Nordstrom before she had kids. And she was telling me sorry, I thought I had my phone on silent. She was telling me like what
Why do you have your phone on ring ever?
I always have it on ring.
I know. It drives me crazy. Why?
We talk about this every single time.
I don't think I've gotten an answer.
If the school called or somebody called that I need to talk to, if I have it on silent, me and you talk 20 times a day, I wouldn't get your phone calls at all.
How far away is your phone from you ever?
Sometimes.
What times?
When it's on the charger.
But don't you hear it go?
No, it's not on vibrate.
Motivation comes and goes, but you got to stick to the program and stick to the basics. And that's why I love AG1, because I stick with it every single day.
I do 4 ounces of water, 1 scoop of AG1, vitamin D3, K2, shake it up, and I'm good to go. I love it because I get all my vitamins. It's great for gut health. That is the number one thing that I work on. And I love that it's immune support.
AG1 is something that I've stuck with consistently now for years.
I'm going on 2 years now with AG1, and now they have flavors that you can choose from: tropical, citrus, berry. They're all good. We've tried all 3 of the flavors. I love the AG1 travel packs that you can take with you. The way they're packaged, it's so easy.
I used to take so many supplements that it was getting crazy and pricey. And now with my AG1, I'm down to less than a handful of pills along with my AG1, and those are my vitamins for the day.
AG1 has over 50,000 verified 5-star reviews and comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. For a limited time only, go to drinkag1.com/togetherness to get a free AG1 flavor sampler and AGZ sampler to try all the flavors, plus free vitamin D3, K2, and an AG1 welcome kit with your first AG1 subscription order. This is a limited time offer, only available while supplies last. That's drinkag1.com/togetherness. drinkag1.com/togetherness.
Change of subject here.
Okay.
So some new people moved in up the street, but we haven't met them yet, but the kids.
I just said hi to the mom.
I haven't even met the parents. So the kids play together, and I met the kids yesterday. They seem nice.
Their youngest is in Leighton's class, and then the other one happens to be in Lawson's class.
Right. And then there's another person in the family. Anyway, I don't want to give too much information because I never even met them either. It's not like we're describing them. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't want them going to their house. I haven't even met the parents yet.
Well, the parents are probably moving still too.
Yeah, they probably like it. And they're just playing football in the cul-de-sac, so have fun out there. But I don't want them going to someone's house that I don't know, People get weird about that stuff.
Oh, yeah, totally. I was like...
What do you laugh
yesterday, taking late. I felt like it was so like suburban. I had the trash, taking the trash down because the trash came today. And then I saw her talking to my other neighbor, and my other neighbor was like introducing her. And I was just like, hi, how's it going? Leighton, come on, it's time for basketball.
You didn't say hi?
I did say hi. I said, hi, how's it going?
You didn't introduce yourself?
Julie did it for me.
No, what if you were new to a neighborhood? Wouldn't you want someone?
She just said, this is Jordan, they live here. And then I just said hi. I was taking Leighton to basketball. I wasn't rude at all. I'm sure I'm going to see them again. And I just said hi.
You only get one chance for a first impression.
Well, her first impression was me in big baggy sweatpants and a big baggy sweatshirt, greasy hair, and a hat.
Wow. So wait, our kids are playing with the kid and her homeless mom?
Yeah, they're probably like, welcome to Colorado. I should have just said that.
No, you got to be nice to them.
I was. I said, hi, how's it going? I thought it was funny because I was like, this is so suburban. All the kids were in the cul-de-sac playing, and I'm taking the trash down, and then Rich is out power washing or whatever he does. Yeah.
The burbs.
Yeah, it's totally the burbs.
And our garage door broke.
We
forgot to mention that.
I mean,
is that a suburban problem?
Monday Jeff was crazy busy at work doing his own thing. And then our garage, what was it? Sunday or Saturday, we came home, garage wouldn't shut. And I kept telling Jeff, I said, I think it's the sensors. Anyways, we call these, it's like a small business. They're actually really cool. And so we called the garage people to come. I told the guy, I was like, listen, my husband tried to fix it with my neighbor. As you can see, our, like your garage door and then the squares, the garage door windows, it's glass. Why is it not plastic? It's so weird. But anyways, that broke and glass was everywhere. So Jeff was cleaning that up. But anyways, the guy came to fix the garage and then the other part broke and there was glass everywhere. And it was just like a whole thing. Anyways, we got our garage door fixed. And I was just like, it's always one thing. We need a new washer because our thing's not draining water. I'm not taking that washer apart. I took the dryer apart and I thought I fixed it. And then Rich helped fix it. And we were good for a week. And then the whole thing broke again. I'm not doing it again.
All right. Well, I'll take a look at it when I get a minute. Okay. I'll pencil you in.
I didn't ask you to fix it.
Oh my God.
If
It's
it was
always
me,
something.
I would have just went to the appliance store and bought a new washer.
No, that's not what we do. Well, you're like Rich, our next door neighbor. He just comes over for 2 seconds. He looked at the door. Got to get a new garage door. I'm like, Rich, I don't have $4,000. Maybe help me out or go back home.
You do have $4,000. You just don't want to fix it.
Okay, we called somebody and they fixed it for a couple $100. So I'm not, what do you mean get a new one?
Well, they don't make our garage doors anymore. The guy did tell me that. And he goes, and you guys have the worst garage door.
It's all wood. It's very heavy. So we constantly have problems with it. But I'm not paying $4 or $5,000 for a garage door when you could fix it for a couple $100.
And that's why I called. I took care of it and I got it done. And I paid for it and it's over with. And then our Xfinity, for whatever reason, was like...
What do you mean I got it done and I paid for it?
I got it done.
You made a phone call and we paid for it.
Okay, we paid for it. I took care of it.
Were you the Tim the Toolman Taylor?
I am. I get stuff done around here. So then, Xfinity, our bill was like $350. I was like, what? That's crazy. So I called Xfinity. Leighton was at a birthday party and I just go and sit in my car because I'm like, I'm going to call Xfinity and deal with this. The guy talking to me, I was like, you guys, I swear this is an AI robot. This is not a real person that I'm talking to. So they wouldn't talk to me because I'm not on the account. So then I had a 3-way call Jeff with the person that I thought was an AI robot. And Jeff gets on and then he's like, do you have permission for her to like access to the account or whatever? And Jeff's like, yes. And then Jeff texts me when he hangs up and goes, that does sound like a robot.
No, you didn't even tell me it sounded like a robot. I just wrote you. I go, was that a robot?
Oh, I didn't. I thought I.
But it was answering the questions pretty quickly, and it didn't sound like a person.
He would put me on hold. Every question I had, it'd be like, "Okay, Miss Jordan, hang on," and then 1 second, hang on, please, and then it would put me on hold for like 3 minutes, and then it would come back, "Yes, Miss Jordan," and then start talking. I think
because people outside the country. Because they do that on purpose to make the language barrier. Nothing. This is no shade against anybody outside the country. Do your thing and get work. But they make the language barrier more difficult so you don't deal with it. Because they got me. Like when you just mentioned that you were called Xfinity, I started to get hives because I can't take it. I'm like, listen, dude, just shut my cable off. I don't want another deal. Refund the money that you took from me. And they're like, oh, yes. How would you like to apply for a new credit card? And they just read their script. Nothing against them. They sound like robots because they're they're trying to do good at their job and they read every single word. And yes, please. Yes, Miss Jordan. And I don't know. It gets me angry.
Okay. So then I was like, I'm going to wait because I had to sign this stuff and approve it. And he sends me this text message. And I was like, am I talking to a robot? So I tell Jeff, keep your phone nearby because I'm calling again tomorrow. So I talked to the lady the next day and I text Jeff and I said, she sounds like a robot as well. And then I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get my bill lowered. And she said the best she could do was, what did I tell you? $290. I go, no, the guy told me yesterday.
It's more than what we're paying now.
I go, the guy told me $134. There was this package deal. And she's like, no, that's not available. I was like, well, I'm not doing $290. I'm not getting a deal. So I hang up with her and I tell Jeff, I'm just going to the store to talk to a human. I just want to talk to a human. By the way, I walk in, it was me and like everybody there was like my grandparents' age. And I was like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I write checks and my neighbor was making fun of me because I was saying how I didn't think this one bill didn't go through because I didn't think they cashed it. But he's like, there's online payments you can make. And I go, I don't trust it. I like writing my checks. I have my way of doing things, but they did cash it, by the way. And so I go in and it's me and all these people my grandparents' age. And the guy, I was in and out in 20 minutes. And the guy goes, yeah, I got a package deal. Actually, I can do it for $94. You can get Netflix, Apple, and Peacock and your internet for $94. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And that's it.
Yeah, so now we don't have cable. We're officially cut the cord.
I'm done with cable.
But we have 35 apps. So
we have a bundle deal.
Yeah, that's true. Because we did have all that stuff separate. But then I guess for some reason when I canceled Netflix and Peacock, because we got them now with the deal, they're like, oh, have fun enjoying it till March, whatever.
I'm
so
sure
my bill
you could
must have just paid.
them. Could you not write it? Do they not have customer service?
But that's the thing. I don't want to make a call for every. I'm like getting frustrated because I hate getting nickeled and dimed, but then they make it so difficult to be like, listen, just prorate me and send me back the money. My payments are on automatic payment. So just put the money back in my account. Don't let it run out so you still get your money and nickel and dime me. I've been a customer since 2013. Just give me my money back. It's so difficult. Once you give a company your money, you're never getting it back.
Wait,
do you know what I mean?
You've been with Netflix since 2013?
Yeah.
How much was it in 2013? $6?
A nickel? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure this was like when my parents divorced. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure my friend's mom in 2007 had Netflix and there was no known actors. It was like cheesy movies. And she didn't have cable then. And it was like 2007, I believe, because that was around the time my parents divorced. And it was Netflix. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, and then you know what it is? Because I'm just complaining. I'm not just cranky today. Because then we got our insurance. We got our hospital bills back. I got to make 100 phone calls for that because I have no idea how insurance works. I don't think anybody does. I printed out all of our bills and they're outrageous, by the way, and we're paying an outrageous monthly amount as it is.
This was with Leighton. Like, remember I was telling you guys how I had to take him to the emergency room because he had hives and stuff. And then Lawson's urgent care, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
and
but then we have like 5 of them because they went like 1 million times. So we have like 5 of those, but then it says the price, which I don't know where they get that price from. Then it says negotiated deal. And on some of them, I don't know who negotiated our deal, but they negotiated it and got whatever off. Some of them said negotiated deal 0. One of our claims got denied. I don't even know. And it's all the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So who figures that out? Who negotiates the deal?
Who sets the price?
I mean, nobody broke a bone. There was no stitches, I guess there was some stitches put in. Whatever. I mean, we got and then they gave us Benadryl. I'm paying $2,000. You charging me $2,000 for Benadryl? What's happening? And I'm already paying.
My thing, I don't understand.
It's insane, man. It's really, and then just getting nickeled and dimed on the side it's frustrating.
Because what we're paying with health insurance is some people's mortgages, what we're paying for a family plan. And then you're paying a big amount every month for health insurance. And then you have to go to, if something happens to your child and you need to take them, and then you get a bill for $2,000, $3,000. You're like, wait, what? Why am I paying as much as a mortgage payment and everything's so expensive?
But then if you call, you could get that lowered. Because they'll negotiate with you.
Sometimes.
Why don't they just set the price? Not always. I don't know. I haven't called yet because I'm already fired up. So I have to be calm and be like, listen, why is this bill so high? He got Benadryl. And who negotiates the price? I kind of want to dive into it a little bit and figure out what's happening because
like an investigative reporter,
like a Nick Shirley,
and then just like
behind the scenes,
and have a camera.
Well,
they're really nice though when you call over there. I've talked to people. It's just like people.
But who
in
do you
billing.
call? Do you call the hospital? Do you call the insurance company?
And normally you talk to somebody in billing, and normally they're really cool because I've talked to somebody before because I questioned something, and the girl was very sweet and helpful. Again, I don't know. Sometimes you might get somebody that's having a bad day and they don't want to help you, but I do think it is outrageous. That is something that really needs to be fixed in America.
If there's one thing that would unify America, do you think health insurance would be the one thing that we kind of all agree on, that it's out of control? And everyone's kind of
something everybody could agree on. I was talking my mom, because now she's retired and she's 60. She's about to be 66. She's on, what is it?
Medicaid?
Is Medicaid what everybody gets on when you're 65?
I guess so, yeah. Or did she get Social Security yet?
I think. I think.
Well, that's another thing too. When I say like healthcare, I'm saying all that: the Medicare, Medicaid,
Medicare. She has. I think it's Medicare. It's one of those Medicare, Medicaid, whatever you get when you turn 65 that you can get.
Right.
And my mom said it's awful. And she was saying my mom's mom died of breast cancer. And my mom said, I'm not going to the doctor. She goes, I went to the eye doctor the other day, and she also has a backup insurance as well. I forgot what her insurance is. It's not Blue Cross Blue Shield. She switched from Blue Cross Blue Shield. And she said, the person, and my mom's eyesight's really bad, $600. And she has 2 insurances, and it was $600 she had to pay. And then she went to a doctor to go have something done. And the doctor goes, oh, I'm sorry, I don't accept your insurance at the appointment.
Yeah, and
my mom said, my mom moved to the beach. She goes, I don't have the same doctors anymore, and I'm not doing it. And she goes, I'm behind on my breast exams. And I was like, well, that's important that you need to go because your mom died of breast cancer. And my mom said, I don't care. She goes, if I get cancer, I get cancer. She was like, I am not going through all of this. And she was like, this is ridiculous. No one takes my insurance. She said, or you have to go to certain doctors. And she was like, I want to go to who I want to go to. I don't want to go to who they tell me to. So with the boys, that is something I got very frustrated about this insurance we have now, our boys' doctor does take it. The other insurance our boys had, they wouldn't accept it. And I was like, I paid out of pocket when I took him to the doctor's office, and it was cheaper for me to pay out of pocket than to pay the insurance.
Yeah, make it make sense.
It makes no sense. So usually when you were at Daily Blast Lab, I'll give an example. We had very good insurance. So it was always $180 for a doctor's visit every single time I took the boys. It was anywhere between $150 to like $180, but pretty much $180, like when I would take them. And then when I paid out of pocket, it was like, oh, today's visit, oh, you're doing this. Okay, it's $120 or it's $100 or it's $150. I'm like, wait, we had really good insurance and we were paying a lot for it, and we were paying $180.
I don't get it.
But then I talked to a lady that lives in our neighborhood, and she's like, you just don't know what to do because she works in health insurance. And she goes, I never pay for anything. And she was like, but people like you don't know it, don't know the system. And she goes, I know what things to say. And she goes, and you don't.
So we're doing something wrong? Is that what it is?
Well,
like America's doing something wrong?
She's like, when I call about like the bill, because I was complaining to her about the bills, she was like, I know what to say. She goes, it can be coded wrong. A lot of times it's coded wrong. Or it's like sent to insurance. I don't even understand how
But I don't understand coded wrong. So I got to call for every single bill I get. I got to call and double check if it's coded. Like, why don't you just send me the right bill? But then if I don't pay you in 2 days, you're already calling me, threatening me to go to collections and you want a late fee? I mean, it's like, it's so insane, man. Yeah. They want their money right away. But when you have a question, they send you to the Myanmar to talk to somebody. Like, who am I talking to?
My dad when he was here visiting a year or two ago, and my dad has 2 insurances. Like, he has the one through his company, and then he has another one for when he had his prostate cancer, because he was like, just didn't want to get in like medical debt. So he just had extra insurance. He went down here to the UC Health and hospital. He was there 5 minutes, and he was so sick. He was like, I gotta go. And he had COVID, but it was too late. They charged him $1,800, and he was there 5 minutes, and he fought it. And he told him, he goes, forget my number. You're never getting paid. Send me to collections. He goes, Jordan, it doesn't go against your credit. I don't care. And my dad was like, fuck him. And like, never paid. He goes, I'm not paying
crazy.
You. He goes, 5 minutes. And he goes, and I have 2 insurances, and y'all didn't accept, like, I guess either one. He goes, I should owe nothing. And so he never paid it.
I don't know, man. I wish they got to do something about that. I wish we'd focus more on the government instead of fighting each other.
Yeah,
like,
geez.
Let's try to find something that everyone could unite on. You know, like, if you can't afford healthcare, I think you should be given healthcare. And then if you can't afford healthcare, like middle class, you shouldn't be getting taken advantage of. Yeah. It should be like clear, written out rules, what's happening. You know, and if you're paying towards insurance, you should be able to go where you want. This in-network, out-of-network, it's like, it's just insane to me. Maybe I don't understand it. Maybe we could get somebody on to kind of explain it more to us. But it's very, a majority of the people I talk to are frustrated with their insurance in some capacity.
Yeah.
And it's like the president talks, it's throwing shots at another country, or this side hates this side, or there's a protest, or it's like someone disappeared, or let's talk about what matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the number one thing, cancer is just rampant now. Like everybody's getting cancer. Get your examination, get your breast checked, get your butt checked, get this checked. And then what? I'm out $5,000. Like who could afford that?
I haven't got my breast checked,
but that's ridiculous, man. We should be able, and it's in the government's the same one not helping us out. And they're the same one that are poisoning us. You know, well, it's like,
I think older people, I feel like older people, once you get to a certain age, like your health care should be covered. And I feel like children should be covered. And then like us, we pay it. I don't understand why. I don't know.
I don't know either. We don't know what we're talking about. That's part of the problem. But I'm not going to make a phone call for every single bill that I get. I don't have enough hours in the day to be doing this, you know?
Yeah. It's just always something. But we got everything taken care of Monday.
Yeah.
Everything done.
Now turn the page. There's 1,000 more things to do.
No, there's not. What? I thought we took care of most of it. Our property taxes, I mailed that out. We're good.
We're not good. You want me to, I can't just list a million things, but there's a million more things.
Yeah. Well, there's always, when you're a homeowner, there's always something.
Yeah. I know.
It's always something.
I get rolling with the punches, but it's when I'm taking some punches, I don't need someone from the government kicking me in my ribs when I'm not looking. And that's what I feel like the world has come to. It's like, dude, I'm already fighting this guy. What are you kicking me in the ribs for with this bill over here?
My dad, get him on here. He'll get going. And
I think everyone's getting going. I'm sure people are listening right now if they still stay tuned after our wardrobe discussion.
Wardrobe discussion and our problems with bills and insurance.
No, but I think people are like listening right now and they're like, you know what? I feel the frustration. I know what you mean. Whatever it is, like all it is push this, take care of your skin, take care of everything, take care. If you do all that, you need to be a millionaire. You know, I don't understand.
Yeah, they just need to make it like affordable. I feel like what I've noticed a lot, I feel like people are going towards a membership.
That's
what I've
interesting.
Been noticing.
That's interesting.
We dropped our dental insurance, and the dentist we go to does a membership program where you pay, I believe it was $400 for the year, and you get 2 free cleanings, x-rays.
Right. But if you have something else,
but if you have a root canal, you gotta,
then you're going to get it.
But I don't have, knock on wood, I don't have dental problems. You don't really either.
I'm pretty good. But it's like, we were paying $180 a month just for dental.
We were paying $300 a month.
Oh, it was?
We were paying $300 a month for dental.
For the whole family.
Yeah, for our whole family, for dental. And then the boy, when I just was like, whatever, I made an appointment for our boys to go see their dentist, and they go, we don't accept your insurance. And I told Jeff, I called him, I said,
it's good insurance. It's like the best one you could get. Yeah.
And I told Jeff, I go, cancel it. We are not doing, because it's something with, it's got to be a PPO, not whatever. HMO.
Yeah, because I'm like, we are PPO.
No, it's got to be a PPO Premier.
That's right.
And we were just PPO.
And I remember that conversation because I'm like, we are PPO. What are you talking about? Because Jordan's relaying this stuff while I'm at work, and I'm yelling at Jordan to yell at them because I'm like about to go on air. I'm like, tell them we have a PPO. And then I'm like, so what's it like sewing for a living or whatever the shit I talk about?
I called my dentist front desk girl because she's so nice. And I go, Jenny, what's going on? She's like, nothing. I was like, hey, I'm calling you back. I was like, I don't really understand what this girl told me at the other dentist office. Can you explain it to me? So then she goes, okay, so this is what you have. And she broke it all down for me. I was like, got it. And then she goes, you should do the membership that we have here. And then I told you, I was like, cancel our insurance. I'll figure out the boys later.
Yeah. And then we talked to somebody in our neighborhood. We haven't talked to them yet, but they were talking about a medical subscription. So you go to him for all your basics and you pay a subscription. And if whatever little, I don't know what happens
like
if you have
$300 a month.
Yeah, if you have something like
them.
catastrophic, you got to go to the doctor, which you're going to pay out of pocket for. But I mean, I think at least the notion of challenging the system is coming into play with these subscriptions. I feel like other people
are looking for other options because it's just, I feel like we're just, with the insurance, you're just running in place, and no matter what you get, you're just getting a high bill. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do you justify going to the urgent care because your kid has hives and he can't walk, so you have to do something, and you have insurance, so you feel like you're okay, and then you go there and they charge you $2,000 to give you Benadryl? Like, what are you talking?
Because it's the
like,
ER.
How do you justify that?
I don't know. That's just like how it is. I had a panic attack last year, and it was $2,500. What was it?
Yeah, it was insane.
$2,700, and I was there not that long, and it was a panic attack, and I thought I was having a heart attack, and that was because they put an EKG and tested me. Can you buy an EKG on Amazon? Dude, Chat GPT, how do you use this?
I was going to go a different direction, but I won't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. That was a big complaining episode.
Whatever. It's life.
Life's hard.
No, it's not. It's just life. Leighton told me today, he goes, I don't want to go to school. School's so hard, and it's just boring. And I was like, well, school's way more fun. Wait till you're an adult. And he's like, an adult's going to be so fun. I go, paying bills and doing other things. He goes, you got to pay for this house? I go, yeah,
I know.
You do.
That's the best part of being a kid. Like the real world, you have no idea of it. And that's the hardest part of being an adult is all those responsibilities. Mm-hmm. I kind of just want to, I don't know, if we had multiple lives, maybe I'd finish this life, like just be on a cruise and see how fat I could get till I fell off and drowned. And then that would be it. I'd start another one.
And then what other one would you start?
And then I'd be more productive in the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'd help injured penguins or something, I'd be a zoologist.
Oh, that reminds me of the monkey.
The monkey. All right, we'll end on a good note because I kind of got into the monkey craze. Done? No, we could do whatever you want. Go crazy. Go ape.
Our whole thing. What is the name of the monkey? I know y'all have seen it on Instagram. The monkey that's mom abandoned him and pushed him away. And he's so cute. And it's in Japan, a zoo in Japan. And they got him a orangutan plushie, stuffy.
Like a stuffed animal.
Yeah, for him to feel protective. And then the other monkeys were bullies. And it's so funny.
Dude, that's the real world.
If you see on Instagram, other people, like this comedian girl put a monkey strap on and she was like, I'll be his mom.
Because if you watch the video, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, you're like, what? I felt the same way when Jordan told me. But then she shows me the video. So just look, it's everywhere. And they're so sad. And this monkey finds comfort in this stuffed animal. And they kind of captured the heart of the world because it's in Japan. But it is now I'm kind of caught up.
Punch monkey.
I'm kind of caught up with this monkey now.
Wait, Viral Punch, the monkey IKEA toy sells for hundreds on eBay.
Didn't I tell you that stuffed animal is going to sell out?
I bet.
When we were in the car?
Yeah.
I go, whatever that stuffed animal is, I bet you people are buying it.
It's so cute. But I didn't know monkeys, like the moms would do that. Why would they?
Dude, you ever watch what's that show that we watch? Chimp Nation?
No, you watched it.
You never watched it?
I don't think I did.
Yes, you did.
I don't remember. Was it a while ago?
Is it called Chimp Nation?
Chimp Nation? I don't know.
Well, find the name because we've talked about this for sure. You've watched it. What is it called? Chimp something. But I mean, they're us. They're us. It's crazy. But I mean, they're way more aggressive, but there's a pecking order and it's really fascinating.
Why would the monkey mom all of a sudden just push him away as a baby?
I'm not a monkey.
I know, but
I got my reasons.
How they say like rabbits, like baby rabbits, if they smell humans on them, the mom will have nothing to do with the baby rabbit.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
My mom said, because my mom's obsessed with rabbits.
Well, if your mom said it.
Oh, be quiet. Oh.
What's the name of that show?
I didn't see it on there.
When you tell your mom's story, and then
No, my mom always said that.
Chimp Empire. Thank you. Right. Riley's probably back there pulling her hair out.
Sorry,
Chimp
Riley.
Empire. If you've never watched Chimp Empire, it's so fascinating. I love it. It's really, it does get, there's some parts in there that you're like, wow, I can't believe that just happened. But it's life, you know, and it's crazy how they have their own like little community, and other monkeys are trying to get in there, or chimpanzees are trying to get in there, and they got to fight to keep them out and keep their land. It's really interesting.
When I go to the zoo, I always want to go to the chimpanzees because I love looking at their hands. Their hands look just like
when you
ours.
Look in their eyes.
Yes. And that like the dad or the big
dude,
one
they'll
there.
shred your face.
I know. They're so big. But I always feel bad. There's one at the Denver Zoo, not the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, at the Denver one. He always has his back turned towards you and he just looks so sad. And it makes me sad because I'm like, you need to be out.
Yeah, I'm kind of like half and half with zoos. You know, like what's the one that we go to up in the mountains?
The Cheyenne Mountain.
The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. They say a lot of those animals were injured, so they have to put them in captivity because they wouldn't have survived in the wild.
Okay,
and
that's...
So I like that part of it.
And the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is like being in...
They have places to hide if they don't want to be seen and things like that, so they could get away. And it's more like natural for them, I feel like. I don't know. I just don't... And I know the zoologists really take, they love the animals too and stuff, but I think it's good to bring kids there and learn. And especially if they're injured and they can't survive in the wild, it's good to at least put them in captivity and learn about them and have kids come and learn about them. But then the other half of me, if like you abuse those animals and like they're sad and depression, it's like, then I feel really bad. So I'm kind of torn,
I just want them to have a lot of space.
Yeah, the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is good about that, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's plenty of room over there. When you said in the wild.
Oh, Layton. Yeah, I know.
Layton, if we're like out of our area, like where we live and we're driving somewhere else, he's like, I want to go back home. I don't want to be in the wild.
I know. He's so...
He said that though.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
When he was... 4, maybe 5. And that was like when they say cute stuff, like they're not home, but he's kept it up and he's 7 now and he still says it. And I think he does because we always laugh.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap this up because we're talking about crazy things.
Sorry if this episode
real fast. I do want to say something about a stuffy that reminded me. You didn't watch the USA versus Canada gold medal match.
It was like at 6 a.m. I think.
Yeah, it was on really early.
No,
but it was a great game. I'm sure everybody knows by now because it's Wednesday now when this comes out. USA won 2-1 in overtime or whatever the score was. The point is, so they lined everybody up, from Canada and lined everybody up for USA.
Okay.
And they gave them their silver medals. Canada, like all down the line, and then they gave the US their gold medals. Then some guy came by. It's so funny.
That you gotta works with them.
Well, he represents the Olympic committee, whatever it was. I don't know who he was. So the guys from Canada, they're all pissed. They just lost the gold medal in overtime. They probably should have won the game, to be honest with you, but US prevailed. Nevertheless, so they get their medals. You got to look this up too, because when I was watching it, I was laughing. I'm like, I would rip that thing in half. So they shake their hand and they put their medal on. And then there's another guy that shakes their hand and gives them, it's like a Beanie Baby. It's a stuffed animal. And these hockey guys, like their teeth are missing and stuff. And they're like, they all like kind of look at it. They just lost and they're like, oh yeah, thank you. And they're like shaking head. They're probably like, what are you doing giving me this stuffed animal for?
Oh my God.
It was so funny. Are you getting what I'm...
Yes.
Are you picking up what I'm throwing down here?
Yes, I am.
I don't think you are.
Why?
It's just funny. After you just lose the Olympics after like a great game that goes into overtime and someone gives you a stuffed animal.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy. I'm surprised you would have thrown it in the audience.
Although they're probably commemorative, so they're probably worth something.
Maybe. Who knows? All right.
All right. If you stopped listening by now, you definitely stopped after that story.
I think we lost people.
All right, watch Chimp Empire. I find the great things in this world is not so much where we stand as in what direction we are moving. To reach the port of heaven, we must sail sometimes with the wind and sometimes against it. But we must sail and not drift, nor lie at anchor.
Oh, I like that.
That's good, huh?
Yeah, that is good.
Well, if you made it
Keep
this
sailing.
far, if you made it this far, keep sailing, everybody.
You know that song, Sailing?
I love it.
Takes me away. What's the guy's name?
That wasn't Styx. They sing Sailing. Sailing
away.
Who does sing Styx? Or the other one?
He sings that song, Ride Like the Wind.
Yeah. I was just listening to it too.
Chris
Cross. No, No, is it Christopher Cross?
Oh my God. Hang
It's
on.
Christopher Cross.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, wait. Who sings? He's like on all that.
That's the song that we were playing. I thought it was the perfect mountain song. Remember when we went fishing with Tony?
Yeah.
My buddy Tony. And
Christopher Cross.
Yeah. And we went fishing and that was playing. And he's like, what the fuck is this song? And we were like in the mountains. It was snowing. It was like.
Here, hang on. I want to
No, we're going to get flagged on YouTube.
We will?
Yeah.
Why? I love that song though. So to end the night, listen to it.
All right. Keep sailing, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.